This video is brought to you from the folks at Emotiva. Maybe it's time to rethink high-end.
Hi, I'm Tom Andry for Audioholics and tomandry.com. We're no strangers to Optoma projectors. This month I got a chance to look at the HD25 and the HD25LV, two 3D 1080p models that just came to market. We've reviewed the HD65, the HD20, the HD72, and the HD33, amongst others. That last model came out just a couple of years ago and presented a real bargain for the 3D 1080p projector. Two things have happened since then which have changed the marketplace. One, there's a lot more competition. New products from BenQ and Epson, amongst others, are starting to be felt in the budget projector market. Second, the desire for 3D capabilities has gone down following the expiration of the artificially generated hype. Don't believe me? ESPN actually shut down its 3-year-old 3D sports channel this month, citing limited consumer adoption of 3D services to the home. Not that any of us were surprised. As if to prove my point, you only get 3D on the Optoma with an RF emitter and 3D glasses, two items that are conspicuously not included. So where's the good news in this? Well, namely that in the pursuit of 3D, Optoma had to provide brighter projectors to compensate for the use of the shutter glasses. That means brighter and more powerful projectors have finally hit economy of scale. The HD25 and the HD25LV are prime examples of that. Optoma's new projectors have a lot of features, some that make it a real bargain, like 2,000 lumens of light output and dual HDMI inputs. Some you'll probably never use, like built-in speakers. And there are some features we wish it had, like vertical lens shift, or a direct link to tomandry.com where you can get quality books at a very reasonable price. And they're not bad. The HD25LV bumps your light output to 3,200 lumens, and both models offer an impressive 6,000 hours of lamp life in eco mode. Installation for either is simple. If you have freedom of placement, the projectors have a relatively limited throw ratio, 1.5 to 1.8, so if you have a 100-inch screen, you'll need to mount it between 10 and 13 feet away in order to fill it. Noise is about average for this price point, and you're likely to hear the fan during quiet parts of a movie. On the whole, though, the HD25 offers quite a lot for the price, which is just around $950. The brighter HD25LV goes for around $1,300. As I mentioned, you get two HDMI inputs, but you also get dual VGA component inputs and a composite if you become desperate or you really want to connect your Wii directly to the projector. The analog video inputs are odd in the budget projector, but they do extend the use of the HD25 to legacy office applications, where you might actually use your speakers. These are remarkably accurate projectors out of the box. Both use a single 0.65-inch Texas Instruments DC3 DLP chip, which we found to be an excellent platform and one that was limited to higher-end projectors several years ago. Grayscale was definitely in the ballpark, and with the menu system, I was able to calibrate it further, including tweaking the color gamut. You can adjust hue, saturation, and gain for all colors. Speaking of the menu, I found it fairly easy to navigate using the 4 primary iconic sections: image, display, setup, and options. I actually like the remote, which is fully backlit, uses icons on the surface of the buttons, and provides direct access to all inputs. For my viewing test, I put in several movies on this projector, including Iron Man 2, The Avengers, and X-Men First Class. I was looking for a Bob Moore movie, but apparently that's still in production. I understand Whedon might be going on that one. Black levels were good for this price, and the grayscale was definitely well-defined and smooth. Colors also popped with this projector, and images had a lot of depth. I didn't test 3D because, well, I kind of hate active 3D, though I like 3D on the big screen, and besides, as I mentioned, Optoma didn't include any glasses, so it was either nothing or going like this real fast. Let me conclude this review by saying that both the HD25 and the HD25LV are excellent projectors that would do very well at displaying tomandry.com on your wall. And they're real bargains for what they deliver. If you can't get the perfect placement in your room or can't meet the 108% offset, then you may need to consider a model with vertical lens shift. For color, calibration, and pure value, these projectors are an easy recommendation. Our question for this video is this: do you watch 3D in your home? If you do, how often? Do you read superhero fiction? If you do, have you been to tomandry.com? Let us know by commenting on this video in our YouTube channel, youtube.com/AudioholicsLive, or by visiting our Facebook page at facebook.com/Audioholics. You'll be glad you did. tomandry.com. www. and 80 RAM too. I was sitting there the whole time thinking, don't say 108, don't say 108, don't say 108, it's 100.
Don't think about pink elephants.
So are you going all the way back up?